Warning, this is an M-rated game, so viewer discretion is advised. Obscure the Aftermath is a sequel to the original Obscure for the PS2. The game is trying to follow in the footsteps of Resident Evil and make a scary survival horror game. And while I have to say that the game's plot is laughably bad, the game is scary in parts. The plot, oh my god, the plot. To say the plot is ridiculous would be an insult to the word. Let me try to simplify the plot so it's actually coherent. You control a bunch of kids who go to a college where the local dorms have been using a flower to get high. This is the same flower in the last game that has caused all the trouble, so you can guess that it's not going to end well for those kids that used it. They all decide to go to a fraternity party where the flowers decide to bloom their evil that night and turn those kids into monsters. The unaffected kids must escape the party alive and return back to the dorms to stop the flower's evil from spreading. I found the normal kids' motivation just downright stupid at times. Like for example, when one of the twosome arrive at the fraternity party after the bloodbath, and instead of doing what any sane person would do, get the fuck out of there, they decide they need to investigate. This, of course, while they're stepping around mutilated corpses. The way they tell this story is either supposed to be incredibly campy, or they had a bunch of drunken frat boys write the script. The graphics were okay for a PS2, but since this is a Wii game, I think they could have done a lot better. There were times when the action was too dark. I had parts in the game where I had no idea where to go, not because of the bad layout of the map, but because I couldn't see anything. I know darkness can set a very intense mood, but too much is just annoying. You can adjust the brightness settings in the options, but you shouldn't have to. Now the controls themselves were pretty good. They utilized the Wiimote's best function in this type of game, the pointing function to aim your gun, and just like in Resident Evil 4, it works well. You will, for most of the part of the game, play as two different characters at a time. You can play the game cooperatively with another player, or you can easily switch between the two if you want to play the game alone. This game plays a bit like Maniac Mansion, as there are 6 people you can control in the game, and like Maniac Mansion, they all have their own skills they bring to the game. One of them can lift heavy objects, and another one can jump really high. And one can even hack into computer systems. There are a lot of puzzles to solve in the game, and for the most part I found them very diverse and fun in parts, as long as you don't wonder why some of them would even be there in the first place. Like, why would a fraternity make a staircase that could only be accessed when you push 3 different bookshelves in a certain order? That seems awfully inconvenient to be used on a daily basis. All of the characters can die though, so you have to be careful. They give you plenty of weapons to fight the evil flower monsters, so that's a plus. If you're somewhat good at survival horror games, you can breeze through this game in 8 hours, maybe even less. The game is incredibly gory and deserves the M rating it got. The story is stupid, but what do you expect when your main villain is a flower? It does control well, and since there aren't that many M-rated games on the Wii, it might be worth a rental, but not a buy.